All right, everyone. So if you're watching this video, chances are you're trying to get more information about the Career Research Project. I'm just going to go over part 8 today. So I'm going to run through a few slides for you just to give you a better understanding. First and foremost, I've broken it down into 5 basic steps. If you look at the Career Research Project at large, you'll see that it's like 7, maybe 8 parts that you have to get done. Right now, we're just focusing on personality types assessment and the summary of findings. The whole purpose of this is for you to understand how your specific characteristics and personality play a major role in the career path that you should take. Basic step number 1 was for you to complete the actual personality types assessment. I think most of you have done so, but if you haven't, you want to go to 16personalities.com to complete that assessment. It should take you about 15 minutes. Once you've done that, you want to make sure that you record the name and the code for your personality type. So this is basic step number 2. So for example, if you finish your results, and it might give you a name like Commander, and then also what's just as important, if not more important, is the 4-letter code. So for this one, it's ENTJ. Then you want to move on to basic step number 3, which is for you to read through the Best Careers for Personality Types article. I'm going to show you that in just a second. That's from Business Insider 2015. The 4th step is for you to figure out what your top career suggestions are based on your personality type. So it's 3 different ways that you can do this. You can use the Business Insider article to look at some of the top choices suggested. You can go back to 16personalities.com. They have a career section that gives you an overview of the types of careers that are available to you or that are suggested for your personality type. And you can do a simple basic Google search, which I'll show you in a second, and also YouTube. The 5th step is the one that takes the most effort, and that's you're going to use that information that you gathered in steps 1 through 4 to actually write a 500-word summary of findings essay based on your personality type. So now the due date for this is going to be the 10th, November the 10th for everyone. We actually launched it last week, so you should have had enough time to at least get started, and hopefully you'll be finishing up over the next couple of days. But it is 500 words. I know that for chaplain's classes, I have allowed students to submit a draft that is handwritten. For Ms. Eason's class, you have to find out from her if you can submit that draft handwritten, since you didn't have as much of a time to get access to laptops. So before I give you the breakdown of what each paragraph should be based on, let me go to the actual websites just to give you a quick view. So if you go to Google and type in Best Careers for Personality Types, Business Insider 2015, the link that you want to click on is the 2nd link. And this gives you the article that I was referring to for you to read through and figure out what those top careers are. It's just loading up a bit slow here, but you'll be able to scroll down to the middle of the page. What's just as important as the careers listed is the section that says energy style. It's actually showing blocked right now. I'm not sure why, but it shows energy style, value style. There we go. Thinking style, etc. Let me see if I can give you a quick glimpse. There you go. So it has the energy style. So if you're an E versus an I, what your energy style would be. Thinking style, S versus I. These kind of give you an idea of the types of careers that might suit you based off of your different styles, value style and lifestyle. So that's one site. As I said, you could also do a general Google search. So once you know your code, you can type in best careers for whatever your code is. My code is ESFJ. So one of the links here gives me a site that gives me a little bit of a write-up on personality types, and then I can click on my code, which from this site, it categorizes me as a caregiver. When you click on your code, you should see another blurb for your type, some of the traits that are listed in regards to your personality type, and then at the bottom, it'll show possible career paths for ESFJ. Now, these are all just suggestions. We're not suggesting in any way that you select one of these career paths to lock and load in on for the rest of the year, but it gives you something to think about based off of your results. Last but not least, YouTube can always be a great site for quick videos and information. I'm going to type in careers for ESFJ. You'll see that I give a number of hits. You want to filter through some of this to see what's relevant for you. But for example, this gentleman he actually has, I know for a fact, he has a ton of videos for each of the different codes, and he gives you a little bit of a presentation on each one. So there's a lot of stuff that's out there. You're going to use this information to go back to start actually drafting your essay. So I'm going to show you what each paragraph should be built for you, how each paragraph should be built for your essay. Paragraph 1 is asking you, what is your personality type and what does it mean? What is the code? What does each letter represent? What title do they give to you? So like I said before, commander. Some of you might have consul, entertainer. It says, do you agree with that title? So here's a place where you get to actually give your opinion on whether or not you feel like the assessment best describes you. And overall, do you agree with the results? That's paragraph 1. The second paragraph asks you to identify the strengths and weaknesses associated with your type and to explain whether you agree or not. That information can be found on the website, and you can add more depth to your essay by sharing your opinion. So you get to add a little bit more if you want to by sharing your opinion on the matter about the strengths and weaknesses and whether or not you think they agree with your style. Then paragraph 3, what types of careers are suggested for your personality type? This is where you're going to use that information that you just did basic research on and identify what are those careers suggested. Also, you give feedback in your essay as to whether or not you agree or are interested in any of those careers. I'd love to hear whether or not these career types actually, these careers fit who you are, or whether or not you're interested in doing more research into that area. And then last but not least, you're going to get some feedback from family and friends about what they have to say about your code. So here's a chance for you to teach someone else about personality types, share with them information about your code, and actually get feedback from those people who are closest to you. And that's it. So you got those four paragraphs. You can definitely write more. The minimum is 500 words. And the due date is December the 10th, which is this upcoming Thursday. As always, come to office hours if you need additional help, but I just wanted to post this online to share it with you all in case you wanted to get more of an overview if you missed class.